Hello, my name is Seppi and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. We reached the year 2050. We haven't seen the release of a new vehicle for ages. We earned so much money that I can start a new transport line, no matter how elaborated it is, without any risk. We have reached the end of the line. This will be the last episode of this Transport Fever 2 series. So, let's enjoy the gameplay of this amazing game for one last time. I enjoyed Transport Fever 2 a lot. I think I enjoyed this game so much because of the aircrafts. It is so amazing that the game allows me to transport every good with airplanes. I am not forced to build lots of train tracks. No, I can, as I did in this series, construct lots of airports and use airplanes as the main mean of transportation. This is great. This is so great. So, speaking of elaborated transport line, let's have a last look at my latest endeavor, the Wellingborough Oil Circle. The Wellingborough Oil Circle is somewhat effective. I think I need to have a second train running here, but even this train is not really making money. We're getting close to having a fully loaded train. But ooh, okay. The oil refinery starts to upgrade. That's good. How about you? You still complain about lack in shipment. That's a little bit sad. We are now shipping lots of stuff. We are shipping crude oil, we're shipping oil, and we're shipping fuel by air. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Okay, the new airplane for Wellingborough Fuel Air 3 has just landed and is now picking up some fuel. Passengers like to fly here, which is kind of cool. Okay, you are not upgraded yet, but you are getting some oil. Okay, we are not fully unloading the train. I hope next time we are unloading. Well, I think the main problem is that we are flying out some of the oil. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's take a look at what is the 10 million. What is this guy doing? This guy is this entire. Why are we flying tools here? Who's? Okay, we're then distributing tools to other places. That's kind of interesting. That's really interesting. Okay, you're coming in with some tools. I wanted to check Wimborne. We have 91 passengers. Wow. Everyone likes to travel. Everyone likes to fly and travel. We are flying some passengers. Where are you going? Oh, you're going to Wimborne. Biggleswade, how are you doing? Okay, Biggleswade is now becoming a little bit bigger, a little bit more of a hub. It was a hub already. Also, let's have a look at Emersham, also part of that oil circle. 70 passengers. Okay. So, someone going to land? You are going to land here. Okay. You're coming in with 19 passengers, and you will pick up some more passengers. So this is cool. This is cool. The oil circle has opened up something. The main hub. The main hub is, of course, Beckenham. 129 passengers. And now lots of passengers want to go to Biggleswade. I think Now lots of passengers want to go to Biggleswade because of the connecting flights to the other cities. That's kind of cool. Alright, there we won. Okay, I guess you had some issues landing. This airport is super busy. Beckenham is where everything began. We started. Oh, we can. Yeah, let's join train 1. Let's join train 1 here. Beckenham Grain. My very first train line. You did an amazing job. You really did an amazing job. You were the start. This train. Oh, I missed to upgrade there something. This rail line is super flat, and this was important because at the start the locomotives weren't that powerful, so it was important to have at first something like a very easy train track where I can just drive along with my very small locomotives. And yeah, so I decided to transport some grain. Ooh, an airplane is coming to land. This looks cool. And so I decided to transport some grain to the food processing plant and some bread from the fruit processing plant to Beckenham. This was how everything began, and I'm proud of it. I'm really proud of it. Beckenham Grain still making good revenue. While as I just saw it, let's upgrade these little guys. I apparently did not catch as I did the. Oh no! I hope this is not resulting in another disaster. We had some very stubborn train drivers who were then refusing to continue driving. So yeah, I started with the food processing plant. Quickly, I started to connect a second farm, and as we continued, I connected a third and even a fourth farm. So this was good. I also discovered, hey, we need to go bigger distance. We need to transport the bread somewhere else. So the bread line started to sail with these beautiful buildings. What is written? Ooh. Have a train filled with at least. Okay, we just got an achievement. The oil circle. The oil circle is going strong. Let's have a quick look at the oil circle. Where are you? Here you are. Okay, you're full. Completely full. I hope you're. Okay, you're still complaining about not getting enough shipment. But this is good. This is really nice. This guy's full. What was I about? Yes, then the bread line started to sail, and later on some 2 million. Okay, so I think you're dropping off a little bit more. Okay. Okay, there's not much more of oil being produced here. How are you? You're still complaining about not enough shipment, which is understandable because this guy is not really putting out lots of oil. Yeah, so this very long train track became a thing, and I started to first ship some bread to Sale. Sale is quite happy with everything. Sale is rather big, almost 1,000 inhabitants. That's cool. So Yeah, and later on I started to transport some passengers. I think the trains are a little bit too quick. Hi, airplane. A little bit too quick. I then slowly started to come up with new ideas. Like steel, like looking for, okay, I like to do the goods factory. And this took actually some time to really set it up. As you can see here, I have this big loop. Initially, I had the idea of going from the iron mine to the coal mine with one train and then deliver to the steel mill. But this was not successful. So I then stopped this endeavor, focused on different things. But yeah, over time, this really picked up. And as you can see here, of course, airplanes. Airplanes everywhere. As soon as airplanes came up, they got the big thing. Beside the bread line, the plastic line was one of the big new things I was really happy about. Having this chemical plant going. First connecting some of the oil trains to the oil refinery, then transporting some of the oil to the chemical plant, and yeah, here the very long line started to transport plastic. Down there we had some issues. We had some issues here with this. Okay, you also have some issues flying through the high-rise buildings. Yeah, this started to catch up. And this resulted in the first real big income. I mean, I always noticed it when one of the plastic trains arrived, because this was big money. It was always big money. Okay, we are bringing some. Why are we bringing? Ah, yes, we are bringing. Because Ormskirk needs construction materials. And yeah, as soon as airplanes became a thing, I was totally hooked by airplanes. I was really enjoying airplanes, and yeah, I just had to. I just had to get airplanes, and as I learned, hey, I can transport basically everything with airplanes. This really became the big thing, and now airplanes are the backbone of my operation, as you can see here. Making so much money every year. Okay, this guy. I like this kind of locomotive. Let's drive along with that locomotive one last time. And enjoy this beautiful scenery as we drive back and forth with some steel. It's also so cool to see everywhere these airplanes. As you know, I'm a huge plane person. I'm really happy about this. So yeah, this guy never really got super successful, but I just like this kind of little locomotive. I couldn't replace him anymore because this locomotive no longer is available, unfortunately. But yeah, it's one of the things I really enjoy about the game, that they have so many cool models. It's really great to enjoy this and to arrive here. Ormskirk Steel, where we first unload steel to load steel again, which is kind of strange. Speaking of where are you? There you are. Ah, this is good. You're heading the right direction. Let's join Train 8. This is also somewhat of an older locomotive. I wanted to upgrade for an ICE, but ICE is too long, and I can't upgrade my train station anymore. But yeah, speaking of train station, ooh, airplane. I really enjoy the fact that you can upgrade train station later on. I mean, at some point I even was happy that I can have a parallel runway to improve the throughput of my airports. But the visual appearance, the style of all the buildings I constructed never really updated. So this train station we are now arriving. Oh hi. Oh hi. Oh dear. sorry. This train station here I upgraded a little bit later on, but as you can see on this side, the platform is still the old one. Here we do have a shiny new platform, but this platform is still the original one. So basically updating the stations and so on is not happening automatically. Same thing goes here for these markers, for the designators of the landing direction. The second runway, the second runway is even more illuminated. The second runway looks so much cooler than the initial runway. Wait, is this also a thing for recently constructed airports? No. No, freshly constructed airports are different. So yeah, when some modernization option became available, they were not automatically applied to the stations, which is not a problem. It's not really a big problem. It's just sad that it's basically not always make modernizing your things or so. On the other hand, it's also cool because it's a little bit more realistic that you are responsible in the end to modernize things. But yeah, there are only 500 residents in Beckenham, and sales has gotten so big. I don't know how the growth of cities works. This is also a mystery to me. Yeah, the trains never really... The bread guy never really got in a good state. I never really managed to upgrade this guy. Let's have a quick check to... Yeah, Beckenham is... no. Biggleswade is now becoming a little bit more of a thing. Just Romney. Romney still isn't great. And yeah, so I slowly expanded things. I think one of the biggest things of the modern thing, I started with Biggleswade and Sale Airport, where I then started to fly out some construction material, which I was quite proud about, because there I noticed, oh man, airplanes are fantastic for even transporting big cargo and for replacing some trains. Subsequently, I set up this tooled guy. Now things are a little bit crazy. As you can see here, Needham Planks Air is flying back and forth tools and logs and things. So, I mean, they're making big money, but I feel it's a little bit like cheating or so. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, this guy is coming in with a full load. They're making 15, nearly 16 million. And yeah, as I noticed, okay, this is going big. We came up with a steel business. With steel by air. I started to deliver some resources to the steel mill in Biggleswade after that one, where this one had no further capacity to do so, and We never had enough steel at the Ormskirk goods factory, so I thought, okay, let's fly in some steel. And yeah, this then, after the steel thing, resulted in, well, I thought, hey, I like to supply the tools factory a little bit more with logs, and well, this now resulted in this craziness that I'm flying back and forth logs and stuff and making big money. I'm not even sure why we are transporting logs back and forth. So something got really weird as we started to fly out things from here to there. I think you're more than full now. All right. Are you? No, you're still not close to upgrade. Okay. $82, so it's slowly increasing. Oh, you're getting close to actually making money. That's cool. Oh wow, and you're already full. Okay, now things are really starting to pick up the pace. I guess if I would just have a second train running here, things would be even more crazy. I would really start to make big money with that line. At least 87, so you improved a bit, which is good. Yeah, I also tried out ships. Where is this? Where's this guy? There's this guy. I started with these little hovercraft guys zooming about. At some point I wanted to have ships. I also wanted to have bigger ships, but then we had some issues with the water depth and so on. And we also got these guys later on that look quite shiny. With 6 passengers on board. Passing by our friend. So yeah, that's cool, but definitely, as you can see here with all those airplanes, it's definitely the playthrough of the airplanes. I think at some stage, I mean, yes, I also, this was also quite early on. I continued then to upgrade all these road vehicles because having a train line was too expensive basically to set up. I slowly started to set up this road with trucks and so on to transport some crude oil to the oil refinery and later on up to the fuel refinery. So this really took some time to get working, and then I never really replaced it with some trains. I just added a train to it to have more crude oil being delivered to the oil refinery. But yeah, this was where I focused a little bit on road vehicles. The beginning it was definitely trains, some road vehicle, then I had this road vehicle phase. Train became big again once I got airplanes. They were everything. Airplanes were then everything. So let's just see. We should definitely have a last before we come to an end. Okay, you're flying to Romney. We should enjoy one last complete flight with Debbie 1 from. We will fly from Romney back to Beckenham. Just to enjoy the air flight, the flight for one last time. And hopefully we can get in for a direct landing and we don't have to remain in the pattern. So yeah, so I feel all these episodes, all the things that happened passed by so quickly. Everything happened so naturally as this is, well, season 2, because the first season did not work out that well. I had some issues. I'm not quite sure what I started to transport, or so something did not work out due to altitude differences and so on, and so this worked not out. But as I then analyzed my mistakes, oh yes, I started down here in Romney, I guess. I think I was also aiming for food processing plant, but here we're a little bit more elevation or so, and this did not work out so well. So I analyzed this, I found Beckenham, I found this is a straight line, here's no issues. And yeah, once it started to make some money, everything happened automatically, which is kind of cool. So yeah, what more can I say? This game is amazing. This game is really great. I really had a blast. I enjoyed it so much. And yeah, it makes me sad on the one hand to come to an end, but also happy. I'm also happy that I enjoyed this and that I enjoyed it so long, and I'm thinking about what could I do next. Could I maybe... Okay, let's enjoy one last flight with Zebby 1. What could I do next? What could be the next focus? Maybe ship focus also would be interesting. To have a map that is specially suited for ships or so. This might be good. This might be interesting. A ship specific series or so. Because ships are the only thing I haven't really focused a lot on. And yeah, so overall the game is great. The game is really great. I had a blast. But the last few episodes also, since we haven't received any new technology or so, was like, okay, it's really, I started to notice it is about time that we come to an end. So I'm also, yeah, I'm really happy with all that happened. And now let's enjoy one last flight. Speaking of all those flights, in the last few episodes you might have seen this when I created a new line and so on, and we saw all those airlines going crazy. This was kind of cool. This also showed how much I focused on airplanes. I find it kind of interesting that the cargo aircraft behind us, basically on the exact same route, and will follow us all the time. Yeah, with the airplanes, there's one little thing that was a little bit sad. Well, there were two things with the airplanes where I thought, okay, this could have been a little bit better. On the one hand, the maps. I played on a very large map. The map still felt a little bit too small for airplanes. I mean, we never really reached top speed on this flight. So yeah, the distances aren't great enough. And the other thing is, especially towards the end, there weren't big planes. I would have really enjoyed having Okay. Hi, autosave. We are fortunately going around. Beckenham is busy. Beckenham is very busy. Yeah, I found it very sad that that there weren't big planes where I could put in lots of cargo, lots of passengers. The planes even got smaller as we progressed, basically, and this was a little bit weird. That was a little bit sad. I hope for getting like some big cargo aircraft or so. I think this would have also made things a little bit more interesting. Man, what are you doing? And yeah, this is also one of the things I found a little bit sad. It wasn't easy to really streamline airports. I mean, there was no good overview about the traffic, the actual traffic at an airport, and so it's really hard to know when is an airport too busy. And also these things, like what we're doing here with everyone. This felt a little bit weird. That there's not really a good way to control the air traffic. To, I don't know, make sure that maybe you're flying at a little bit slower speed. That in the end we can really stack them close to each other, and not things like these happens where we are now circling like crazy through the sky in the hope to get a landing slot. So there's definitely some improvement possible for the game, but overall I really had a blast. I really had a lot of fun. And okay, we are still going around another turn. Yeah, I think I made Beckenham too much to a hub. Too much traffic. So the traffic handling could have been better a little bit. Or they could have allowed you to have a third runway with something. Yeah, is there anything else? Is there anything else I need to say about the game besides the game is great? I don't know. I don't think so. I think we really enjoyed the game to its maximum potential. We had so much fun. And I had so much fun. I enjoyed creating every video. I never had really a downtime. I never had a moment where I thought, okay, I get bored of this game, or this game is painful or anything. No, I enjoyed really. I truly enjoyed recording every episode. So yeah, as we are now coming down to land at Beckenham, I like to thank the developers for developing such a great game. And I like to thank you as my viewers for having hopefully also enjoyed all these episodes. I hope you will stick around and maybe join me in a different series or so. This would be cool. Well, great. Why? Why? This is so stupid sometimes. We were basically landed, and now we are going around the game. The game does not want me to end it. The game does not want me to end the series, I guess. That's what's happening here. The game really wants me to keep playing. We're not allowed. We're not allowed to come to an end. So, what actually are you doing? So yeah, besides these little weird situations, I really enjoyed every moment, and yeah, I can only invite you to join me in a different series if you like to. I hope you like. And yeah, let's see if we can end this episode now with a good landing at Beckenham Airport. We got very close. We got very close to the landing. Yes, finally. We are allowed to land. So yeah, if there would be better air traffic control, this would be great. I think this is the only thing where I think if you could give us a little bit more fine-tuning about the flights, about their speed, about everything, and stacks them a little bit more up, this would be great. Would be definitely beneficial. But that's all I can complain about. And as we are now taxiing to the gate, I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series. I hope you will be joining me, as said, in a different series. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Seppi. See you!